I think it was like 4 years ago, I ran into Dan Brady at this party, and we were saying, like, what did we get ourselves into? And, I thought it was going to be like a nice little part-time job, and I could have some other things. Maybe I get my job back at the law school, and, it was kind of like our perception. It wouldn't be like every day. Well, I didn't realize this was hardly going to be a part-time job, but it became a full-time job. And as Joanne said, we had this charter, and we had to create and massage and shape a workable institution so that we could function on a daily basis. And we had no traditions, we had no committees, we had to do everything from scratch. So it was really a lot of work, and we all worked together on that. So, we all sort of got off to on a rocky road. We had a lot of, I thought, unnecessary criticism from the media in the beginning. But eventually the media and the public realized that we were here to work, to create something new, and that we were working for the betterment of all the citizens. They came to realize that we were the checks and balances and the segment of government that had the ability to review the decisions of the executive and the voice of the people, and that's what representative democracy is about. So we were the keeper of the purse strings, and we asked the questions, and through the committee process, and I'd like to thank all the committee chairmen because they've really done a lot of hard work. So it's been a pleasure working with all of you, and I really appreciate your continued support. This council has grown from a group of elected officials who didn't even know each other to a group that had, and we started out with no staff, no offices, no provisions, so now we're able to work together. So we survived 4 moves, as somebody else said. I was a judge for 24 years, and I moved twice. I had this job for 4 years, and my office moved 4 times. And of course, we lost Julian to moved on to better things, and Joanne and Nikki Mueller and George Phillips all moved on to bigger and better things. And it's been a pleasure to work with Andy Tobias over the last 2 years from the Plain Dealers. He's made himself aware of the issues, and as a result, for the most part, he's provided fair and unbiased reporting, and that has made the job a lot easier for us and allowed the public to get a better perception of the council. There has been a lot of hard work done in the formation of this council, but I would like to thank one of the unsung heroes of county government, and that's Joe Nani. He has his skill, his knowledge and professionalism, and institutionalist memory has made this council work. As our chief of staff, he deserves as much credit as the rest of us in council for keeping this council working and strong. And Trevor McAleer has been Joe's right hand. He's been an integral part of keeping this county and the millions of dollars we spend in perspective. His sharp pencil and accounting skills have been invaluable. Between him, Greenspan, and Miller, I think they've burned out 3 or 4 calculators. Joe and Trevor work together and have been the very foundation of the operation of this council. And to keep us on track, they have always tell us to speak in moderation with common sense and give us sage advice. And of course, Jean Smotzer and her clerks, they keep our agenda running, and they keep all of our records and make sure that we comply with the statutes and the rules. And the rest of our staff, Khalil Saran, Mike King, Levin Ross, and Chrissy Kulek, a big thank you. So it's been 4 years. I'd like to thank the citizens of District 9 for electing me and the members of council for electing me to serve as president. But as you know, life goes on and the torch has to be passed and we moved on. So it's time for me to do something else and do some other things. I see my successor, Chantel Brown, is here, and I wish her the best. And you guys got to take care of Chantel and teach her the ropes. So this is something like my 3rd retirement. I keep saying that I'm actually going to retire. I'm actually going to write that dissertation that still hangs over my head so that I can actually be PhD rather than ABD, which means all but dissertation. But I'll probably never get that done, but I've got lots of books to read. If I stack all the books up in my house, I'll be reading for the next 20 years or so. I've got lots of places to travel on my bucket list and a myriad of other things. I have enough yarn to knit for the next 10 years or so. And I've got lots of things to accomplish. But I keep getting other jobs and things to do. So it's unlikely I'll be going away. The Plain Dealer keeps using this, this little hashtag, I'm retiring from public life. Well, I didn't exactly say that, so don't bury me too quickly. This may not be my last gig. And when the Republican convention comes to Cleveland in 2016, I want to make sure that they are aware of our 8 Ohio presidents and see the great political and history of our city, our state, and our county. And I'm on the board of the Ohio Historical Society, so I'm looking forward to working on the restoration of the Garfield Monument. I will be out hustling the pink ribbon breast cancer survivor plates, making sure you buy those for your car. And I'll be dropping in on council meetings when there's items of my of interest on the agenda. 3 minutes? Oh, shut up. I'm looking forward. In looking forward, I do have one hope for the new administration, and that is that we have better communication between council and the administration. As the 2 branches of government, we need to work together and let the information flow so that council is not always trying to catch up, and we can be proactive in the planning discussions. And Metro Hospital and its services provides, it's probably the most important function that we have. I hope that in the coming years this council will strengthen its involvement with the hospital. This is a crucial time in the hospital's future, and the funding, and as the funding source, council needs to be involved in the future of the hospital. And as I warned at the last meeting, I want to make sure that any changes in state legislation be carefully reviewed and done with extreme caution. Metro Hospital is our major asset, and we look forward to, we need to protect it and make sure that it continues to fulfill its need, its promise to have health services for every citizen in the county. So as conclusion, it's been a great 4 years, and now it's time to move on. I thank all of your support. I will be around for another 21 days, so don't, I will be around for 21 days, so if anything happens, I'm still here. And I'll be here on January 2nd to pass the gavel. I look forward to seeing all of the employees in the building for donuts and coffee on the 18th of this month for holiday cheer and a goodbye. So don't bury me too quickly. My mother was 101. My aunt is 103. So I've got a few more years and a few more miles before I sleep. Thank you.